Have you ever wondered why humans consider themselves the most important species? Well, this viewpoint is known as anthropocentrism. It's a philosophical standpoint that puts humans squarely at the center of the universe, positioning us as the most significant entity in existence. This perspective doesn't stop at just putting humans on a pedestal. It goes further by placing human concerns, values, and interests above those of all other beings. This includes animals, plants, and the environment as a whole. So the welfare of a tree, for instance, is deemed less important than human welfare. This way of thinking often leads to the belief that our interests and well-being should always take precedence over the well-being of other species and the natural world. It's a belief that has influenced our interaction with the environment and our approach to resource utilization. Indeed, it's a perspective that has shaped our world in many ways. Humans didn't wake up one day and declare themselves the center of the universe. It was a gradual process. This process, known as anthropocentrism, has roots that stretch deep into our history, intertwined with various religious, cultural, and philosophical traditions. Throughout the ages, many societies have held humans as the apex of life, the most significant entity in existence. This belief often led to the prioritization of human interests and well-being, even at the expense of other living beings and the environment. This human-centric perspective shaped everything from our relationships with the natural world to our approaches to resource utilization and environmental management. Consider the vast forests that were felled to make way for human settlements, or the numerous species that were hunted to extinction for human benefit. We saw the earth and its bounties as ours for the taking, a resource to be exploited for our advancement. But this viewpoint was not without its consequences. As human societies grew and expanded, the environmental impact of our actions became increasingly apparent. Our relentless pursuit of progress began to take a toll on the natural world, leading to degradation of habitats, loss of biodiversity, and climate change. Over time, this human-centric perspective became deeply ingrained in many societies. Yet, it's important to remember that this is not the only way to view our relationship with the world. As we move forward, we must challenge this perspective and seek a more balanced and harmonious relationship with our planet and its myriad life forms. But today, the human-centric worldview is being questioned. The tide is beginning to turn as we recognize the profound impact of our actions on the environment and other species. Anthropocentrism is facing a reckoning as environmental ethics and ecological awareness gain ground. This new wave of thinking challenges the notion that humans are the center of the universe. It highlights the importance of the environment and the intricate web of life that sustains us all. It's a stark reminder that we are not alone on this planet, and our actions have consequences that ripple across the ecosystem. A shift is occurring in our philosophical perspectives. Emerging are theories such as biocentrism and ecocentrism, which place equal importance on all living organisms and ecosystems, not just humans. Biocentrism posits that all life has intrinsic value, that a tree, a bird, a river hold as much worth as a human life. Ecocentrism goes a step further, emphasizing the value of entire ecosystems, recognizing their interconnectedness and the vital role they play in the survival of the planet. These theories are not just abstract ideas. They're influencing policy, shaping the way we approach conservation, resource management, and sustainable development. They're guiding us towards a more balanced, harmonious relationship with the natural world, one that acknowledges our place within the ecosystem rather than above it. This shift in perspective has sparked new approaches to our relationship with the natural world. So where do we go from here? As we gaze into the future of anthropocentrism, we see a landscape marked by efforts to address its implications. One such effort is environmental conservation, a movement that seeks to protect and preserve our natural world, recognizing its intrinsic value and interconnectedness. Another is sustainable development, an approach that considers the long-term effects of our actions today on the generations of tomorrow. It strives to meet human needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own. A third effort is the integration of ethical considerations into various fields, from environmental policy to conservation biology to sustainable resource management. These initiatives aim to foster a more balanced and harmonious relationship between humans and the natural world. Our growing understanding of the interconnectedness and interdependence of all life forms is leading us away from a strictly human-centered worldview. As we move forward, the challenge will be to balance our human needs with the well-being of the planet and all its inhabitants.